Hi everyone, it's Don from Crux Terminatus with episode 3 of Pocket Money versus Professional Tools. We're going to have a look at the Hobby Saw today, and if you're used to getting Forge World models or large resin models like this, you'll always see big chunks of resin you've got to get rid of, called gates. And effectively, I've always used what's known as a junior hacksaw or a hobby saw, but I recently bought myself a Tamiya um, hobby saw, sorry, handy craft saw too, and I'm going to have a look and see what the difference really is. So first and foremost, I'm going to cut the first gate off with the hobby saw. That's what I've been doing for long enough, and it's always served me okay. It's not a stellar tool, but it does the job. And because I'm working with resin, um, always wear a mask. Always wear a mask, especially if it's resin that you don't know, and possibly from another part of the world. Now then, so the hobby saw itself, it was about £3, I remember rightly. It's made of metal. It's fairly straightforward. I think that's its second blade in 5 or 6 years definitely, possibly even longer. And it's still okay. Does the job. It's not maybe as sharp as it once was, but certainly useful for getting large chunks of resin off in a short space of time. You'll see also I put a plastic bag that's down to catch the dust. Now this is the new one here. I mean, it's Tamiya. It comes with two blades. I was quite disappointed with the actual sort of shaft of it, if you like. It's quite it's recycled plastic, but the actual locking mechanism seems fairly tight. The blade itself, I was surprised. It's got an awful lot of flex in it, and I was a bit dubious about that, to be honest. But you'll see in a second why that's actually not such a bad thing. So the first thing about it, this is the larger of the two blades, and I thought it's probably the closest comparison to the junior hacksaw blade. So once I finally figured out a way to cut it and still show you what's going on, I was actually quite pleasantly surprised. It took a few draws to get started there, but once I actually bit into the resin, it was razor sharp. I mean, properly sharp. So you watch your fingers with this bad boy. And the thing about it was, although it was very sharp, still felt like there was quite a bit of control over it, and it had a very smooth finish to it. So there's the hobby saw on the left, sorry, the craft saw on the left, and the sort of hacksaw on the right hand side. I was quite impressed. So this is me just taking a massive chunk off the back of a tank track here, and what I found was the best thing is actually to use both. So to take huge big cuts, then the junior hacksaw, the blue one, is actually quite a decent tool. You get a lot of big powerful strokes straight away. And the little Tamiya one is better for the sort of finer details. And if there's a slight curve to the piece you want to cut, then that's when the flex of the blade becomes really important. So the junior hacksaw there is quite a rigid tool. It's great for putting lots of power in very quickly, but the Tamiya one's better for fine control. So which one would I have if I could only have one? To be honest, I could have either or. I think the junior hacksaw it did me well. I could probably still live with it. The Tamiya one is nice. The two different blades is a nice thing. But the reality is, pocket money versus professional, the jury's out. I think if you can only afford one, get the hacksaw and just be very careful with it. You'll be fine. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye bye.